Been getting a lot of messages on my DMs, personal messages on Instagram, on YouTube, and on Facebook. 𝗕𝗘𝗙𝗢𝗥𝗘's Facebook group. Max, when are you going to drop the winter niche list? This is it, guys. Here we go. It's time for winter. So stick around. They're coming up next. Welcome back to another video, ladies and gents. Max Forti here. You already know that this is the place to be if you want to find fragrances to help you make a great and lasting impression. We're going to give you guys 15 choices today. These are going to be my go-tos for the next 3 months of winter when it's really cold and chilly, temperatures below 0 Celsius. So, of course, all these fragrances are going to be warm, spicy, leathers, boozy, tobaccos. You know how we roll. Let's go. Top 15, the best of what the niche world has to offer when it comes to warm, cozy, spicy, and powerful fragrances. Let's hop right into it. And stick around till the end. I got some great news for you as far as giveaways. As you saw from the title and thumbnail, there's going to be some goodies for you guys to enjoy. As always, giving back to you guys because you guys make this happen. Your support is greatly appreciated and will never go unnoticed. This is my promise to you. So, of course, stay tuned until the end so you can find out how you may win. We're going to have 25 giveaways. So, without any further ado, let's hop into the choices here. We're going to kick it off with an honorable mention. Now, this is a fragrance brand that I discovered, and it's going to make, I'm going to let you know right now, right off the bat, of course, we're going to do the best discoveries, the best releases of the year. This one here will definitely make both lists. The brand is called 𝗕𝗘𝗙𝗢𝗥𝗘. This is going to be a honorable mention because I just discovered this brand literally this year at the end of the year. And, exactly 2 weeks ago at Scent Explorer. This is 𝗕𝗘𝗙𝗢𝗥𝗘 Darkness Bites. This is an incredible brand, ladies and gentlemen. If you want a company that is totally niche, creativeness without constraints, just amazing creations that's completely off left field, nothing that you've ever tried before, powerful beasts. This is a brand that you guys want to check it out. This is 𝗕𝗘𝗙𝗢𝗥𝗘's Darkness Bites. And this is basically only 3 things you need to know here: dark amber, dark chocolate, and exotic combination of ouds. So if you do love oud fragrances, what they do, this company, is they take a lot of oud profiles and they embellish it with really, exotic, tropical, exquisite combinations. For instance, this one right here, Darkness Bites, is exactly that. It's a combination of dark black ambers with very dark ouds and, of course, dark chocolate, bittersweet dark chocolate, to make the fragrance so exotic, so unique, and so incredibly long-lasting, guys. 𝗕𝗘𝗙𝗢𝗥𝗘 Darkness Bites. Check this brand out. You're going to love it. At the 15th spot, now we're going to start the countdown. This is going to be from 𝗕𝗏𝗡𝗐𝗏s. This is 𝗕𝗘𝗙𝗢𝗥𝗘. I talked about this fragrance with you guys here throughout the year. When I talked about best discoveries, it definitely made a lot of lists for me. And this is basically an incredible black pepper, fruity leather type of a scent. Of course, I love my leathers. When it comes to wow notes, you guys already know boozy facets, leathery facets, tobacco facets. You talk about those notes, I'm in. This one here, very versatile. But again, yeah, you could wear this as a signature scent, but I think it's perfection for the late fall into the winter, which is the season we have on right now, because it's a smooth, spicy black pepper leather with a fruity undertone. The fruitiness here is absolutely incredible. As soon as you spray this on, it's going to capture, it's going to captivate you. It's got one of those mesmerizing, inviting type of a, scent profiles that you just can't get enough. It's one of those, when you're wearing this, people are going to do like double takes. Who smells this good? I need to know this fragrance. That's this one right here, 𝗕𝗙𝗙𝗢𝗥𝗘 from 𝗕𝗏𝗡 Parfums. Another brand that I love. For the most part, their releases are leaning more feminine, but this one here is just absolutely incredible, gender-free, right in the middle. It's going to please a guy or a gal perfectly. Like I said, evening wear, dress your attires. You want to feel cozy, you want to be inviting, guys. This one here, 𝗕𝗙𝗙𝗢𝗥𝗘, will definitely scratch you where you itch, I promise you. At the 14th spot, if you have a sweet tooth, and again, honey is a note that I love, and this one here has a perfect, very natural smelling wild honey note. This is El Born from the house of Carner Barcelona, another Spaniard brand. And this one here, ladies and gents, it's a beast of a fragrance. I love it's heliotrope, so you have a little bit of an almond feel. The wild honey here adds this really nice animalistic / sweet kind of a resinous feel to the fragrance. You do have benzoin, you have the heliotrope / almond feel. It smells amazing, absolutely gourmandish. If you have a sweet tooth, guys, this one is definitely going to get you smelling amazing, and those around you will definitely want to eat you up. At the 14th spot, El Born from Carner Barcelona, Spain. Here's a fragrance brand that don't really get much talks here in the fragrance community, but it's starting to make its presence felt. This is a house from Germany, and it's called Birkholz. And this fragrance in particular is dark amber. Love the presentation, very classy, beautiful dark metal, cap, amazing glass, just amazing presentation. I'm telling you, one of the best. When you hold this in your hand, you're going to know its quality because of the feel of the bottle. The sprayers are amazing. It gives you a nice broad mist. And this is, ladies and gentlemen, is an incredible creme brulee type of an amber. This is dark amber. So you're gonna get a lot of deep, dark facets. You do have an herbal / aromatic feel to this fragrance, but all in all, it's gonna be very much like a dessert called creme brulee. If you're familiar with that dessert, it's gonna smell exactly like how that tastes. So if you do have a sweet tooth, and again, I have a few sweet ones that I do enjoy when it's really cold out. I think it makes me feel cozy and inviting. You know, when it comes to gourmands, it's not my favorite, you know, genre. However, in the wintertime here in New York, it's definitely where it shines the most because you have the festivities, the holiday season, you know, they just have that inviting property about them. So dark amber, amazing amber, spicy. The sandalwood here in the base is amazing, adds creaminess and dimension to the fragrance. It's amazing. Check this out if you like ambers. This is one that you definitely want to check out. This is one of the best tobacco fragrances ever made, and this is from a house that's kind of a newish, kind of a young brand, not one of those you know, brands that's been around for a long time. This is from the house of France called Les Indémodables, and the fragrance itself is Vanille Havane. There's an actual flanker of this fragrance that just dropped this year. I haven't had the pleasure to try, but I will soon try it. And it's basically this fragrance with an added oud note to it. So this is leather, it's tobacco, it's vanilla in the base. The vanilla here is done in a very gingerly way, just to add a little bit of a sweetness to it. The tobacco here is absolutely incredible. It's one of the best tobaccos I've ever. Forget about Naxos, forget about all those hype tobaccos you've heard about it. If you want a tobacco that's wearable, but also very natural smelling, very powerful, pungent, you know, very unique and exotic, guys, Vanille Havane is one of the best tobacco fragrances I've ever put my nose on. This would be in my top 5 best tobaccos of all time right now. Naxos would probably make the top 10, but Naxos goes into a sweeter range of things. This one here remains woody and spicy, which I like. I believe there's vetiver in the base, sandalwood also creamy, very spicy, very woody, and very much a great tobacco profile. One of the best tobacco profiles I've ever put my nose on it. Check this out. If you love tobacco, this is a must. Talking about up and coming niche brands, this is a brand that made incredible impact in 2024. I will be talking about this brand. In particular, this fragrance here is one of my favorite discoveries of the year and definitely one of the best releases of the year. And I'm sure you heard about this one, but if you haven't heard about it, you definitely want to check it out. From the house of unveil nomade, also French brand. This is Estrella de la Mañana with a Spanish name, Extrait de Parfum. Now, Morning Star is basically a white chocolate fragrance. And by gosh, is this delectable. But it doesn't end there. You have that white chocolate, benzoin, vanilla kind of accord, but you also have an animalistic leather facet. This is an absolute stunner, guys. I'm telling you, one of my favorite fragrances I've discovered this year. Absolutely incredible. I'm telling you, if you love unique, long-lasting, powerful, exotic, when you're looking for something that when you smell right away, you know it's something special, Estrella de la Mañana is that particular fragrance. In fact, I've said before, and I'll say it again, unveil nomade to me is the new Serge Lutens. I think what they're doing right now, Serge Lutens, as we know, it went off to the United States, left the country. It has been reformulated heavily. The fragrances are not what they used to be. Obviously, there's a lot of great fragrances from Serge Lutens that I still enjoy, but unfortunately, with reformulations, they're not as good as they used to be. So this, to me, is my fix. If I want those pungent, intricate, exotic fragrances like I used to experience with Serge Lutens, unveil nomade is that type of a brand, guys. If you have a similar taste to mine, if you guys follow this channel for any length of time, you know when I say something has the wow factor, it does have a wow factor. Guys, this one here does. Coming in at number 10, this particular brand, to me, in the past couple of years, have really made tremendous strides in the world of niche perfumery. The perfumer himself, Lorenzo Pezzaglia, is actually a chef by trade, and he became a perfumer by hobby, and then this is actually overcoming his chef profession. He's really doing this full time at this point. And this is actually a new collection from Lorenzo Pezzaglia. You guys are used to the smaller bottles. This is actually their new private collection, which has a gorgeous wooden cap. Really nice bottles, by the way, beautifully hand-painted. Sprayers are amazing. And this one here, ladies and gentlemen, it's called Dark Florum. Now, Dark Florum is going to be a boozy rum with herbal aromatic components like clary sage, lavender. You also have black locust flower here. It's a very unique and intricate scent. It's a little bit bitter. There's not much sweetness going on here at all. It's mostly bitter, aromatic, and definitely very woody and spicy. With a little bit of a floral undertone. You do have jasmine here. You have some other florals in the heart, like black locust that I talked about. I believe there's jasmine. It's very indolic. It's quite animalistic, even bitter at times. Not going to be for everyone. The reason why it's at the 10th spot is because I just started rocking this, and in the cold weather, this stuff shines absolutely incredibly. Loving this stuff. It's only at the 10th spot, but I can see this becoming higher and higher on my rotations. Most likely, probably will reappear at my top niche spring of 2025. That's how much I'm rocking and enjoying this one, guys. Dark Florum from Lorenzo Pezzaglia, Don't snooze on this one. There's also a gasoline one that they released also exclusively at Scent Explorer along with this one. Both absolutely fire, but this one here is definitely my favorite, guys. Dark Florum from Lorenzo Prozaglia, Extrait de Parfum at the 10th spot. At the 9th spot, this one here perhaps should have been the honorable mention because I don't even know if this is available anymore. This was actually a limited edition for Scent Explorer this year. It would capture the actual scent of the event. Every year we do a collaboration with a brand that kind of captures the essence, the spirit of Scent Explorer. And this one here is called Island from Day 3 Fragrances. It's signed by Michael Paul's daughter and himself, the perfumer. And this is basically not your mom's vanilla. This is basically, guys, and no offense there, it's not your ordinary vanilla type scent. This is like a very intricate, deep and dark vanilla scent because it has notes of saffron, so it's leather, it's vanilla, it's resins, benzoin, elemi resin. It's very dark and deep. You have oud here as well. It's gonna be sweet, bitter at times. It's a bittersweet kind of a combination. It has this leathery kind of a feel because of the, of course, saffron, and then you have tons of resins. It's definitely sweet, but not overly sweet. It's done very nice. It's mostly a woody, spicy leather with the vanilla, encasing, if you will. The vanilla is definitely present here. It's Vanilla Absolute from Madagascar, which is one of the best vanillas you can get. However, the oud here is incredible. The resins, the elemi, it's just pungent, it's powerful. It's one of the most deep, dark, spicy, woody vanillas I've ever tried. I think there's vanilla bark here as well. It's absolutely incredible, guys. If you love vanillas, you gotta try this one. If you love woody, spicy fragrances, this is a must try. No two ways about it. Again, it was limited edition. Love the new bottles. I don't know if this is still available. I'll have a link below anyway, but this is one of the best releases of the year, period. I hope this gets pushed into the regular portfolio of Day 3 fragrances because I would hate for this to be discontinued. As we know, there's a couple great ones from Day 3 that have been discontinued over the years, and I'm hopeful that they'll bring it back. But this was one that definitely made an impact at the event, and a lot of people that tried it definitely loved it. Coming in at number 8, guys, this is going to be another leather fragrance. I talked about this in the best discoveries of last month, and this is an incredible fragrance. If you do love leathers, this is definitely a great one. If you ask me, hey Max, I need a great leather fragrance for this winter season, I would definitely recommend this one. This is 𝐬𝐲 from the house of the Spirit of Dubai. Amazing presentation, and this is not going to be the $1,000 plus, because I know there was a first wave of these fragrances that were $1,000, $1,300, whatever, $1,600, exorbitant amounts. This one here is going to be below $500. I'll have it listed below, and this is going to be the second iteration of this particular fragrance, which is also more tamed, more wearable, but still very powerful, very easy to wear, and incredible for compliments, guys. Thinking about all the fragrances here, this is going to be along with another one that's coming up very soon. That definitely gives me a lot of positive attention. This is an incredible leather fragrance, don't get me wrong. It's exotic, it's pungent. This is a great green leather fragrance. It's definitely woody, aromatic. It's a little bit fruity in the account of the green apple that it has up top. Then you have cypress, which is a hinoki wood. You do have a gorgeous leather undertone that's, surrounds the composition from beginning to end. If you love leathers, this is a must try, no two ways about it. At the 7th spot from the house of Roger Parfums, this is a particular fragrance that I like to call a scent for a king, a czar, an emperor. This is going to be Diaghilev. This is going to be a great Chypre and leather fragrance. Now, this has green components, leathery facets, spicy, woody undertones, and this is going to be a fragrance that's extremely powerful, and again, not for everyone because it has this very old school / timeless feel to it. But when I'm feeling a little bit nostalgic, and when I feel a little bit vintagey, if you will, that quiet luxury, kind of a feel, understated luxury, I go with Diaghilev. This particular fragrance, if you dress the part and you present yourself very well, you're definitely going to make an amazing first impression. I guarantee you this is not cheap, but if you do like Chypres, if you do want fragrances that are timeless, and they're gonna have this particular elegance that's just uncanny, second to none, Diaghilev is definitely one of those. But again, you must have a taste for old school, for old money kind of a scent to appreciate this one. If you like sweet things, this is not going to be for you. But if you love leathers to begin with, this is definitely a great one. If you love Chypres, fougères, those type of timeless genres, this is definitely one of the best of its kind, period. Coming in at number 6, this particular one has made a lot of top lists here on the channel, most complimented, top boozy fragrances, of course. When I'm talking about the holy grail fragrances that are boozy, this one will definitely make its appearance. And of course, it's from the house of Kirin NYC. This is Scent X1. This was released exclusively for Scent Explorer a few years ago, I believe in 2022. In this fragrance, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be cognac. It's going to be Davana. It's going to be a gorgeous apple crisp kind of a feel up top. It's not really a gourmand, it's mostly a woody spice. You have vetiver, you have sandalwood, you have a lot of spices and woods in the base. Cinnamon is one of the prominent spices here. This is like warm apple pie with a gorgeous woody vetiver spicy undertone, and of course an amazing boozy cognac up top. Absolutely phenomenal. If you like apple brandy from Killian, those boozy type scents that are sweet, woody, aromatic, and spicy, this is a must try. And for the money and what you're getting here, as far as performance, the smell itself is absolutely a steal, guys. Scent X1, I've said it before, I said it again, one of the best boozy, spicy, aromatic, sweet scents you can buy. Check this out at the Sixth Spot. Been rocking this for years now, and it's definitely one of my go-tos in the late fall into the winter. Festivities, holidays, I usually rock this one, and I rock it very well, and I usually get a lot of compliments. So I talked about, a couple of fragrances here being great for compliments. This is definitely one of them. All right, time for the top 5. These are gonna be my go-tos for winter 2024 into 2025. But before I reveal the top 5 choices, I want to share with you guys how you can win 25 prizes. We're going into 2025, so of course, we decided to give you guys some goodies. And by we, I mean myself and of course, perfume.com, which is my go-to place for the past 6 years when it comes to trying before you buy it. Check it out, details below. There's a code right now. And that code is NY25, which means New Year 2025, NY25, giving you 25% off site-wide, the biggest sale we've had for the year, just for you guys. And just by using that code, you automatically enter for the giveaway. 25 items, free bottles, books, a lot of related stuff that's fragrance related, bags. The winners will be posted right here in this YouTube video. I'm gonna pin that to the top of the comments, as well as the Facebook group Emporium of Scents and on my Instagram. So, and of course, perfumes.com Instagram as well. So 25 winners, stay tuned, and that list will be posted in the first week of 2025. So good luck to all details below. Let's continue with the list. So at the 5th spot, this is an incredible fragrance from the house of Nichan, which I highlighted in the past couple of years as one of my favorite up-and-coming niche brands that I discovered. Amazing quality, the bottles are incredible, the scents are amazing, and this one here is called Kepler 51D. And Kepler 51D is going to be this amazing, woody, spicy / gourmand kind of a fragrance. It has, just to give you an idea, there's oud here, there's a lot of spices, but there's also a cotton candy / marshmallow note. But the great thing is, it's blended to perfection. It's not overly sweet, it's not syrupy, sickly sweet. It's just made enough to give you that interesting, that intricate kind of a vibe, that sweetness, creaminess from the marshmallow, and of course the sweetness from the cotton candy. But then you have the woods, there's vetiver in the base, definitely sandalwood adds creaminess, lots of spices up top. Amazing fragrance, woody, spicy, aromatic, amazing, a little bit sweet gourmand. I'd say this is a woody, spicy / gourmand fragrance, but very wearable, gender-free. A guy and a gal can wear this. This is an absolute stellar, one of the best drops of this year. This one again has one of those kind of a facets that just keeps you coming back for more. Not only you, but those around you. It's that simple, guys. Very mesmerizing, very appealing, it's just gonna pull people in. Amazing stuff. Kepler 51D. I'm sure you guys heard about this one. If you haven't, get your nose on this one. You're gonna love this. Coming in at number 4, this perhaps the most mature fragrance on the list, aside from the 𝐈𝐧𝐭𝐫𝐴, which is more timeless. This is gonna be not only the most mature, I should say, but the most masculine, I should say. This is a very powerful fragrance. And again, you must have your taste very similar to mine to enjoy this one. You must like, those kind of fragrances that are green, piney. This is gonna be, balsams, fir balsam. It's gonna have pine needles. It's gonna have oak moss, vetiver. It's a very dry fragrance. Again, very masculine. The fragrance is gonna be from the house of Gisada, from their private collection. This is called Imperial. I bet you guys never heard about this fragrance. This one here in Royal, which I shared with you guys in my top vetiver fragrances. Royal is an amazing fragrance, which has this kind of old school fougere vibe with a very heavy leather and vetiver in the base. Now Imperial is gonna have a lot of resin. It's gonna have the pine needle, the balsam fir. It's gonna have a cypress note here. It's very green, it's very aromatic, but it's very dry. The oak moss is incredible. Sprayers are beasts. You can control how much you wanna push as far as how strong you push. The atomizer will give you more or less. Up front, you're gonna have the pine needles that I talked about. It's very green, it's very full, very aromatic. You do have lavender here. There's a lot of resins here, including incense, myrrh. It's just a very smoky, aromatic, green, and very woody type scent. I love this stuff. Glad to share with you guys. If you share your taste similar to mine, guys, definitely at least get a decant of this fragrance. This is no joke. This is not for the faint of heart, but if you like what you hear and you want something really powerful to give you that presence when you walk and leave a room, Imperial is definitely gonna do that. Top three, guys. Coming in at number three, this is a fragrance that I love, and this is definitely my favorite from the bunch. This is from the Essences collection from 𝐕. A lot of people will say Outlands was the best one. A lot of people will say also that Reasons was the least intriguing one, just more wearable. And this one here, in my opinion, falls right in the middle. This is going to be Lustra from the house of 𝐕, the Essences collection. Love this collection. In particular, of course, Outlands is my second favorite. Reasons is something that you can wear. I talked about the whole collection. If you guys missed that video, I'm gonna pop it up here. But Lustra is going to be this really nice, woody, spicy, amber type scent. To me, it smells like a fine whiskey. It's very nicely aged along with sandalwood chips. And what you have here is a combination between resins. You have the sandalwood here, which is amazing. If you love sandalwood and you know the sandalwood note, what it does to a fragrance, adding creaminess, wearability, just sophistication. This is wearable, it's sophisticated, it's unique, it's intriguing, it's exotic. Love the spicy notes here. Love the ambery undertones. This is a masterpiece, guys. And the nose behind this one is actually Julien Haskinat along with Paul Guerlain. And ladies and gentlemen, like I said, this is my favorite. This is the most wearable to me from the three. And this is the one that I gravitate towards the most. Styrax, cedarwood, myrrh, and patchouli. This is a beast, guys, not to be taken lightly. If you love long-lasting, powerful fragrances to rock and keep you warm in the winter season, guys, try Lustra. I'm telling you, you're gonna love this one. Coming in at number two, ladies and gentlemen, this is one of my favorite discoveries of the year. This is absolutely fire. If you do like leathers, this is one of my favorite leathers right now. This is from the house of Ama Oud from the Elixir collection. Way before Elixir was a thing, they already had this collection. You guys can look it up. This is called Virgin Leather. And this is going to be a very deep, dark, animalic leather along with castoreum. So it's a very animalistic leather. You have some floral notes in the heart, such as jasmine. And in the base, you have oud and you have vetiver. This is an oud beast sprayers. This is an oud vetiver leather animalistic composition. Absolutely amazing. It takes over a room. This is just like a beautiful leather jacket, a perfect leather jacket, a dark leather jacket. It smells like brand new leather. And again, you have the vetiver at the bottom along with the oud note at the base, which will add a lot of dimension, smokiness, and earthiness to the fragrance. This is earthy, it's pungent, it's smoky. Like I said, one of my favorite leathers to rock right now. I've been wearing this quite a lot. In fact, I talked about this the video before this one. So I'm enamored with this one. Happy to share with you, and it's gonna be one of my go-tos this winter season at the second spot. Ama Oud Elixir Virgin Leather. And last but not least, there's a brand called QNYC or Q Lifestyle that I shared with you guys pretty much this whole year. Discovered this brand earlier this year and fell in love with it. Delve into the brand. The more I dive into the brand, the more incredible things I discover. Smoky Vanilla is one of my favorites. Introvert is another one that I talked highly with you guys. And of course, Santal Blue are the three probably most worn ones that I wore in the past year. But this one here is definitely from their latest collection, which is called the Empire State Collection, which celebrates New York City from the beginning times where it was just a port city, New Amsterdam, to nowadays with Eau de New York. This is called Provenance. It's Extrait de Parfum from the Empire State Collection, and this is definitely my favorite, guys. At the number one spot, this is gonna be my fragrance for this winter. If you pass me by in New York City anywhere, most likely I'm gonna be rocking this for the next 3 months. It's an absolutely stellar composition. It has everything you could think of when New York started, when it was bringing the goods from all over the world, the leathers, the spices, the spice rum. It's all present here, guys. This is so good. It's spicy, it's aromatic, it's powerful. This is absolute, beautiful, beautiful sprayer here. Gives you a nice broad mist. This is an incredible, in fact, I'm gonna be rocking this today, and this smells just like old money. You smell this fragrance, it will transport you to the Renaissance. It will transport you to the olden days of New York City. I'm telling you guys, if you want a transported fragrance that encapsulates New York City in the olden days of New Amsterdam, this is gonna be amazing. This is a time capsule in the bottle. I'm in love with this one. Actually, the whole collection is so cool. Imperium is actually my second favorite. This is my top favorite, and Eau de New York coming third, but they're all great in their own way. It just depends if you want to smell like money, the actual smell of bills of money. Imperium captures that paper and ink kind of a vibe, which is very unique, very intricate. Guys, check out this line. Q is not your ordinary fragrance brand. I love what they do, from the presentations to the thoughts that go behind the creations, the presentations themselves, the juices. Absolutely incredible, guys. Check it out. Everything will be listed below, whether you're gonna get a decant, which I highly recommend you guys try before you buy it. Of course, a lot of these can be pricey, so you can go to perfume.com, use the code right now, 25% off site-wide, and be entered for the giveaway, which will cost you no additional cost at all. So guys, thank you so much for your support on the channel here 2024. This is not going to be my last video. I still have 1 or 2 more coming up before the year is up. And then of course, best releases, best discoveries of the year, so much more for you guys to take us into 2025. Again, thank you so much for your support. If you guys haven't yet, please, I would appreciate it if you guys like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you get these videos straight into your feed. And of course, as always, I will see you right back here with another one very soon. Take care, smell great, and happy holidays.